Hello, I'm Tina Ward, Sales Support with CONIX Systems. I'd like to share an overview of CONIX Systems' Dupe Detective and Fraud Detective payment solutions. Dupe Detective and Fraud Detective are part of the Detective Suite, an integrated set of risk management solutions that protect financial institutions and their customers from the risk associated with payments of all types. The duplicate and fraud detection products were designed to work with the financial institution's other systems, both current or legacy systems and new systems as needed. The solutions were also built to accommodate real-time communications. The system's flexible structure enables both batch processing and item-level inquiries. User-defined business rules and filters can be easily implemented via a menu-driven interface. This enables automatic identification of false positives and greatly reduces the degree of manual intervention required. Dupe Detective identifies duplicates across various payment types, which is particularly important in the case of ACH check conversion. One very distinctive aspect of these solutions is that they don't just monitor for duplicates and fraud. Through integration with the institution's existing workflow, they actually fix the problem by removing these bad payments from the payment stream. This chart illustrates the key elements of the fraud and duplicate detection solutions. Both solutions provide day one detection and resolution. This means that they facilitate the resolution of duplicates and fraud prior to posting, and by doing so, prevent any associated customer impact or reputational damage. They also include a real-time inquiry capability. This capability is accessible to teller systems, ATM, online banking, and other systems, enabling them to inquire on the status of a payment at any point in time and take action as needed to prevent losses. The solutions detect duplicates and fraud both within and across payment channels, including mobile and remote deposit capture, image exchange, ACH, wire, lockbox, as well as paper and image replacement documents. Both products integrate into the bank's internal workflows. The solutions integrate with the payment systems for processing payments for analysis and resolution. After processing the payments, the results are integrated back into the institution's existing payment systems for final disposition. Representments are the biggest source of false duplicates. Dupe Detective provides two methods of filtering out representments. It can take feeds from the institution's outgoing return system to identify the representments, or optionally, we offer the X9 Inspector feature for identifying representments from the addendum records in the X9 files. Fraud Detective processes periodic updates from the institution's DDA system to obtain account metrics that include account status and historical information used to apply the fraud controls. The fraud controls are user-defined and identify unusual account activity based on transactional history, including common indicators of account takeover, kiting, and other types of fraud. An institution can set up account groups for applying a common set of fraud controls. These fraud controls are easily defined via a menu-driven interface. Image analytics can be invoked via Dupe Detective's business rules to digitally compare the image of the suspect payment to those of its matching items. Items that are identified as being the exact same image, somehow electronically replicated, are automatically confirmed as duplicates and don't require operator review. For Fraud Detective, image analytics can be selectively invoked through the fraud controls to perform various image detection and recognition tests, including check stock validation and signature verification. Both of these solutions take advantage of a shared infrastructure that includes multi-bank support, business rules, a global log, and reporting capabilities. Multi-bank or multi-tenancy support allows work from multiple institutions to be processed on the same system. However, each institution can still be uniquely configured. Business rules provide for automatic decisioning of work at both the file and item level. The business rule engine automates the decisioning of many suspects, including the elimination of false suspects. Business rules are defined and maintained via a menu-driven interface so that the institution can quickly adapt processing to meet changing requirements. Suspect review enables operators to quickly and easily review and decision suspects. All information necessary to decision the suspects is provided to the operator, including the images of the suspect payment. all matching occurrences for duplicates, and historical reference items for fraud suspects. All images are retrieved from the institution's existing image archives. The review of duplicate and fraud suspects can be combined or kept separate. This funnel chart illustrates the batch process of streamlining identification and dispositioning of the true dupes and fraudulent items from the various payment sources. The payments are ingested into a common database where duplicate suspects are identified via micromatching. Fraud suspects are identified via the user-defined fraud controls. For duplicate detection, representments are removed via integration with the outgoing return system or via X9 Inspector. User-defined filters are applied to screen out recurring false positives. For fraud detection, image analytics is selectively invoked via the fraud controls and applied to specific accounts or account groups. Next, business rule logic is applied to either automatically decision the suspects or to route the suspects to an operator for decisioning. Once the suspects have been dispositioned, the results are exported and can be routed based on the disposition code assigned to various downstream systems as needed for resolution. Both products provide real-time inquiry capability. This capability is accessible to teller systems, ATM, online banking, and other systems. The calling system would provide the details of the payment in question, and Dupe or Fraud Detective returns a disposition code that indicates whether the payment is acceptable or not. That wraps up my overview of CONIX's Fraud Detective and Dupe Detective solutions. We welcome the opportunity to show you how these solutions can help your institution. For more information, please contact Steve Fortson via the contact information provided here. We look forward to hearing from you soon.